Welcome back, everybody. Pastor Dave here. Today we're doing something a little different. I want to catch everyone up that maybe has not been into Bible prophecy, that are seeing the headlines and seeing what's happening in Iran and all around the Middle East, and how the U.S. and Israel and even other nations from Europe are getting involved in this war, and say, what the heck is going on? And people know what really Bible prophecy is a little about. Now, first of all, when we talk about Bible prophecy, we're talking mainly usually in the news, and it's in the news all the time. Israel, more than probably any other nation, is in the news about something happening over there or in the Middle East. And it's because Israel is very special to God. And it goes way, way back to Bible days. You know, Israel is only a nation state that's about the size of New Jersey. Not a very big piece of land. And with that little piece of land over there in the Middle East, as people says, it causes more problems, or more things are happening around it, or because of it, than any other nation there and probably in the world. But it goes back to the Bible. It goes back to the book of Genesis. Now, in the book of Genesis, creation is covered in approximately 2 books, the first 2 books of Genesis. And in the next 8 books, or chapters, in Genesis, it talks about from, that early period of creation all the way to Abraham. And then there's 38 books about Abraham, his family, that he developed through his sons, and basically how the nation of Israel developed, and how basically God's plan unfolded to this day. As we see right now, Israel is here. And in that sense, God has focused most of the book of Genesis on Israel, because it is his people and his nation. And his whole prophetic timeline from Genesis to Revelation is really about what plays out through the nation of Israel. Now, looking at that in that perspective, then, if we look to the Bible and talk about how much of the Bible in the first book of the Bible, the chapters are mostly about Israel. And secondly, we've talked about the story. You'd think you would cover creation more than that, but creation is only a couple of chapters. And then the 8 chapters about history into the point of Abraham. And then the rest of that book is about Abraham and his family. And if we look at it that way, it's pretty crazy, isn't it? And God sees a very big importance in Israel because it is his nation, his people. And with the life stories